Most people believe that female narcissists only experience one big collapse, one major fall from grace. But that is not true. The truth is, their false self is so paper-thin that it gets injured every single day. It only takes the most unexpected, quiet things to completely rip it apart. These are not the classic, loud triggers that you usually hear about in typical YouTube videos or social media posts. These are hidden landmines, subtle, unassuming, but devastating to a female narcissist's inner world. And this video will break them down today. Welcome to an exploration of the 7 everyday things that break a female narcissist's heart. Now, before you think they do not even have a heart to break, remember that their heart is their false self, their fragile ego. By recognizing these hidden wounds, you will finally see through their illusion of power and reclaim your own strength. 1. Children's intuition. A mirror, reflecting insecurity. Female narcissists spend a massive amount of energy trying to look like the most loving, sweet, and perfect person in the world. They especially love to show off around children because they think kids are easy to trick. In their minds, a simple smile or a fake sweet voice should immediately make any child adore them and feed their ego. They expect instant admiration because it proves to everyone else that they are genuinely good people. The whole act falls apart when they come across a child who has sharp intuition. This kid does not smile back, does not talk, and does not buy into the fake sweet act at all. Instead, the child just stands there and looks at the female narcissist with a cold, piercing stare. Kids do not care about social politeness or fake smiles. They respond purely to the real energy and the vibe they feel from an adult. When this happens, the female narcissist instantly freezes inside and starts to feel deeply uncomfortable. She cannot understand why this little kid is not reacting the way she wants, and it terrifies her. A child's honest look acts like a clean mirror that reflects the ugly truth she tries to hide from the world. It proves that her charm is completely fabricated and does not work on everyone. This silent rejection from a kid hits them where it hurts the most. It triggers their deepest, darkest fear, which is the terrifying thought that they are fundamentally unlovable. They cannot handle this feeling, so they usually get very angry or annoyed very quickly. They will try to laugh it off or loudly complain that the parents did not teach the child any manners. But in reality, the damage to their ego is already done. They know that the child saw right through the mask and felt the coldness underneath. It ruins their day because they cannot rewrite the story or force a child to lie for them. A simple, quiet look from an honest kid is enough to completely destroy their confidence and leave them feeling deeply insecure for hours. 2. The indifference of successful people. A blow to self-esteem. Think about what happens when a female narcissist walks into a big family party, a local event, or a workplace. She expects to be the absolute center of attention the moment she steps inside. She wants people to notice her clothes, her life, or her achievements immediately. Her entire sense of worth is based on how much other people are looking at her or talking about her. But then, she notices one specific person in the room who completely ignores her. This individual is genuinely successful, happy, and well-liked by everyone else. This person does not care about drama and does not need anything from the narcissist. When the female narcissist tries to get their attention, this successful person just gives a polite nod and goes right back to their own conversation. There is no big fight, No rude words, and no drama at all. It is just total indifference. The successful person simply does not care that the narcissist is in the room. For a female narcissist, this quiet indifference is actually much worse than being hated. They can handle hatred because it still means you are thinking about them, but they cannot handle being completely irrelevant. This situation completely breaks their internal hierarchy. They truly believe that everyone should either envy them or flatter them to fit into their world. When someone who is actually doing great in life treats them like a regular, unimportant bystander, their illusion of superiority disappears. It forces them to see that they do not hold any real power over people who are secure. They will spend the rest of the event feeling incredibly bitter and angry inside. They might try to make mean comments about that successful person to see if anyone agrees with them. They want to find a way to make that person look bad. But it never works because everyone else already respects that individual. It leaves the narcissist feeling small, empty, and totally invisible. 3. The radiance of a former victim. The failure of the smear campaign. The moment you walk away from a female narcissist, she immediately starts a vicious smear campaign against you. She will talk to your mutual friends, your neighbors, and anyone who will listen. She tells horrible lies, spins the truth, and plays the victim perfectly. Her main goal is to destroy your reputation completely, so that nobody will believe your side of the story. She expects you to stay miserable, isolated, and broken for a very long time because of her actions. She wants to see you hiding away, feeling depressed, and trying desperately to defend yourself against her lies. In her mind, your sadness is the ultimate proof that she was the important one in the relationship and that you are nothing without her. The ultimate failure of her plan happens when you simply refuse to break. Instead of crying or begging her to stop, you focus all your energy on your own life. You start exercising, doing well at work, making new friends, and genuinely enjoying your days. You look healthier, you smile more, and you are truly happy without her in your world. When she sees you publicly thriving and looking radiant, it destroys her completely. Your happiness is a loud, living contradiction to every single lie she told about you during her smear campaign. People start looking at you, then looking at her, and they realize that she was the one lying the entire time. Her carefully planned web of deceit completely falls apart. It forces her to face a brutal reality that she cannot handle. She has to realize that she did not have the power to ruin your life or control your future. Your success proves that her opinion of you does not matter at all. She is left holding a bunch of lies that everyone can see through, while you are moving forward into a much better life. This shows you that the absolute best revenge against a female narcissist is your own success. You do not need to clear your name or argue with the people she talked to. Just focus on your own life. Take care of yourself and let your happiness do the talking. Your ability to bloom after her abuse is the biggest defeat she will ever face. 4. Joy in their absence. The fear of becoming redundant. A female narcissist has a massive delusion that she is the most important person in every single group, whether it is her family, her circle of friends, or a project committee. She thinks she is the glue holding it all together. She truly believes that people need her advice, her management, and her constant presence to get things done or have fun. She genuinely convinces herself that when she is not around, everyone else is miserable, bored, and just waiting for her to return. She thinks her presence is a magnificent gift to the people around her. The ultimate disaster for her ego happens when she accidentally discovers that the exact opposite is true and that people actually prefer her absence. Imagine her walking up to a room or a gathering unexpectedly and hearing everyone laughing loudly and having a great time. She looks in and sees people relaxed, smiling genuinely, and sharing warm moments. Then she hears someone say how glad they are that she did not show up today because they can finally relax and enjoy themselves without any tension. This realization completely crushes her inside because she cannot deny what she just heard. It forces her to see that she does not bring joy or value to the group at all. Instead, her presence brings anxiety, walking on eggshells, and heavy suffocation. Hearing people celebrate her absence proves to her that she is completely redundant and unwanted by the group. She realizes that the moment she leaves the room, the atmosphere instantly gets lighter, happier, and much more alive. This creates a deep sense of shame and panic that she will try to hide with a fake smile or sudden anger. She would rather be hated than realize she is completely unnecessary and that everyone is happier when she is gone. This is a powerful wake-up call for you if you still feel guilty about avoiding her. You need to realize that your life, your home, and your friendships are naturally lighter when she is not there. Accepting this truth allows you to stop feeling bad for cutting her out. You deserve to live in a relaxed, happy environment without her heavy dark cloud. 5. The hidden side of ridicule. The mask turning into a joke. You probably know that a female narcissist can easily deal with your anger or your frustration. If you yell at her, complain about her behavior, or tell her that you hate her, she actually feels powerful. In her mind, your strong emotional reaction means she is still controlling your life and that she is incredibly important to you. However, there is one specific reaction from people that she absolutely cannot stand, and that is quiet ridicule. She wants to be feared, respected, or envied, but she can never handle being a joke. When people stop taking her seriously and start laughing at her behind her back, her entire illusion of power and dignity is completely ruined. Imagine her discovering that people are passing around funny stories about her ridiculous behavior or mocking her dramatic tantrums when she is not looking. When she notices people sharing knowing glances and stifling chuckles whenever she tries to act superior, she feels deeply humiliated. Ridicule takes away all her power and turns her into a pathetic character. She realizes that her intense efforts to look perfect and powerful have completely failed. Instead of commanding respect, she is actually just entertaining people with her desperate need for attention. The moment she understands that people are laughing at her rather than being intimidated by her, she loses all control over the narrative and the social group. She cannot use your laughter as fuel because it proves she has lost her status. It exposes all her deep insecurities and shows that everyone can see right through her childish behavior. This kind of social mockery is a massive wound to her false self because it reduces her grand persona into nothing more than a ridiculous, desperate show. 6. The art of silence. An exile with no excuse. A female narcissist loves conflict and thrives on constant drama. She needs you to argue with her, defend yourself against her crazy accusations, and cry for her forgiveness. This toxic interaction is exactly what keeps her alive inside because it positions her as the most important director of your emotional life and your daily thoughts. As long as you are text messaging her back, screaming at her during fights, or trying to explain your side, you are giving her exactly what she wants. You are keeping her at the center of your universe. The entire dynamic completely breaks down the exact moment you decide to use the art of absolute silence. You simply stop replying to her messages, stop answering her phone calls, and walk away without saying a single word. You do not explain why you are leaving. You do not blame her for anything, and you show zero emotional reaction. This total lack of response creates a massive, empty vacuum that she cannot handle. With no fight to fuel and no arguments to flip back on you, she has absolutely nothing to work with. She cannot play the victim because you did not do anything to her, and she cannot brag about winning because you did not participate. Your total silence acts as a brutal psychological exile that forces her into isolation. She is left completely alone with her own chaotic, angry thoughts, unable to get a single rise out of you. It makes her feel incredibly weak and powerless because she realizes she can no longer affect your mood or control your day. She has to sit there and accept the absolute failure of her manipulation tactics. 7. The instinct of pets, where toxic energy is exposed. Human beings are very easy for a female narcissist to trick because we listen to words, social compliments, and fake manners. She can easily spend hours pretending to be a gentle, sweet animal lover to impress her friends or neighbors. But animals do not care about social status, fancy clothes, or fake, high-pitched voices at all. Pets, like dogs and cats, respond purely to the real state of a person's nervous system, their internal tension, and their true intentions. You cannot trick a cat or a dog with a fake smile. The ultimate humiliation for a female narcissist happens when animals consistently refuse to go anywhere near her, no matter what she tries. Imagine her trying to pet a family dog or call a cat over to look good in front of a crowd. Instead of coming to her, the animal completely freezes, fastens its ears back, and quickly runs away to hide in another room. Even when she offers them food or treats, the pet stays far away and watches her with deep suspicion. This instinctual rejection completely infuriates and terrifies the female narcissist. She cannot argue with a pet, she cannot call it a liar, and she cannot launch a smear campaign against a cat. The animal's natural reaction exposes a raw truth that she desperately tries to hide. Her internal energy is cold, chaotic, and dangerous. Being rejected by an animal proves to her that her toxic nature is deeply palpable to the natural world. It confirms her deepest fear, that underneath her beautiful, smiling mask, she is actually a predatory presence that living creatures naturally want to escape from. It ruins her fake persona of being a gentle, loving soul. You have spent a long time accommodating someone else's fragile ego, often at the expense of your own sanity and self-worth. Seeing these everyday realities proves that the female narcissist is not an all-powerful figure. They are deeply insecure individuals, terrified of the truth. Your ability to heal, to remain authentic, and to find joy without their approval is your greatest strength. You are resilient, your reality is valid, and you possess the ultimate power over your own life. Thank you so much for watching this video until the very end. Your time and your journey toward healing are incredibly valuable. Please consider sharing your own story in the comments below to help build a community of support. If you found this information helpful, please share this video with someone else who may need to hear this message today.